back in the day.
I remember.
Remember back in the day.
You remember?
Remember back in the day.
I remember.
Remember back in the day.
You remember?
Remember back in the day.
I remember.
Remember back in the day.
You remember?
Yeah.
I remember. Hey.
Yeah, I remember.
Daddy left my first September.
Still no pain, but turned me into a bear.
Mama's in Chillian.
You to be a
Hellion.
Always flip over somebody, tell them in the rebellion. Street fights and brawls up in the hallway
All day.
The chickens I'm getting for play. I'm the only one of the bunch eating government cheese for lunch. Catch a vitamin pack punch.
Reminiscing, thinking back to the past. Living life fast, racing on the dash. Running the streets, getting in all types of trouble. Trying to bubble, not stumble and fumble. Have to rumble, that's the way that it went. Caught up in a mess, now away I'm sent. Caged in, locked up, paying the piper. Doing time with the pen and pad, becoming a writer.
Yeah, I remember.
Hey!
Do you remember?
Oh!
Yeah, I remember.
Hey!
Do you remember?
Oh!
Yeah, I remember.
Hey!
Do you remember?
Oh!
Yeah, I remember.
Hey! I remember listening to Eric B. and Rock Hill, EPMD, BDP. They got me OD. Public Enemy and WA. Too short, banging out the boombox when I was on my board. Yeah, I remember those days when I was young and I thought that crime pays. Those days are gone now, but not forgotten, cause they built the ground for these lands on us.
Dropping out the
Wearing them ever since.
Pick up the microphone without a
Cool J spin.
I got a posse on Broadway.
Got to the remix.
Yes, ain't down, but ain't no ass.
Step into a pimp.
It ain't easy.
I see had the power and the breezes.
Brother Wild Wild West.
Like Kumo D.
And the beat ain't fucking you know.
Right DOC.
Yeah, I remember. Hey, do you remember?
Oh.
Yeah, I remember.
Hey.
Do you remember?
Oh.
Yeah, I remember.
Hey.
Do you remember?
Oh.
Yeah, I remember. Hey.
We got Big L, MVP of the game. About to hit the big time, but died with street fame.
Hawk taught me how to reach in my heart and spit the pain. Yeah, no problem, use the music for pain. Fucking up in the brain.
R.I.P. Cool Rule Love, that's just the dad. Can't stop forever, premium, he knows that.
Vegetarian status, back in the back of the back of the act. Fundamentally save the game, man. I fuck you for that.
I love it when you call me Big Papa. Biggie Smalls at your asking. Who shot shot?
Never got down with a kilo. Still bumping that beat, I hear that beat up in my sleep, yo.
Shimmy, shimmy, y'all, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. So say no Wu God when you passed away.
We was rolling in the last, now that young black brother back train. Population dance on through the day.
Remember back in the day?
Yeah, I remember.
Remember back in the day?
You remember?
Remember back in the day?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
Do you remember?
I remember.
Yeah, I remember.
I remember.
Do you remember?
I remember.
Yeah, I remember.